This week, motoring is in Montreal, one of North America's most beautiful cities. I'm down in the old port area on the St. Lawrence River, and I want to show you something. You might have heard that the winters get a tad on the cool side and they get plenty of snow here in Montreal. But hey, the temperature right now is about 20 degrees, and check this out. We're talking snow. This isn't fake. Now, I know they had a great summer here. Surely this couldn't be left over from last winter. Well, we'll investigate later on. Also, later on the program, we're going to introduce a new segment on motoring entitled Off-Road Corner. Auto journalist Cam McCrae is going to give us the scoop on enjoying the off-road experience. But first, we're going to meet some people who have probably been driving off-road longer than anyone. It may look just like another pickup truck, but if you look a little closer, you'll notice this vehicle has an option you cannot find in the showroom. These trucks are known as high rail vehicles. CP Rail has been using them for the past 2 years, and they have been a welcomed addition.
Well, I've been with the railway since the mid-70s, and since that time, mechanization, automation, new efficiency, I guess, has come at us virtually every month, every year. And this is certainly, this type of operation is certainly an example of that. It speeds work on the railway. It certainly makes it more flexible, more adaptable, and I think safer as well, which is a bonus for not only the railway business, but for the people who have to sustain it. With the old motor car system, you're confined to a fairly limited stretch of track, and motor cars would have to be manually lifted out of a garage or storage point, placed upon the track, operated only in circumstances in which there was no other rail traffic about, and driven strictly on the track to the work site. So it was much more limited and much more confined. What you can do with a high rail vehicle is drive over the public road network to the crossing point that's nearest to the rail point that you need to get to, drive it onto the rails, drop the steel railway wheels, and continue your journey that way. Basically, the power that drives it along the roadway also drives it along the rails. It's set up so that the normal truck drive wheels are in contact with the rail tops, and that's what provides the traction and power. Most conventional vehicles are adaptable to high rail. You have to be careful about the width between the wheels, but basically, with some fairly minor modifications, you can adapt many vehicles to high rail use.
Our newest vehicle, it's called the Basic Track Maintenance Force. We brought these vehicles on board to reduce injuries and stuff like that, because working on the railroad, there's no light things to lift, or even our tools are very heavy. Now with the BTMF vehicle, we have booms equipped on them to lift the rail, which reduces the number of men we need at a location to change a rail. Say 8 men now down to 4. We've got hydraulic tools for the men as well, which in essence is saving a lot of back injuries and any other further injuries. The productivity is a lot higher because now it's just a matter of minutes to change a rail and do other little things out there in the job. The trick of it is with the BTMF vehicle is to have a long enough crossing to maneuver that truck into place. We've got the steel wheels for the riding on the rail. It only takes a matter of seconds to set the truck up and you're on your way. The driver will use his accelerator pedal, his brake pedal as if you're driving down the highway. The only difference is that he doesn't steer it. When we put that truck on, any high rail vehicle that goes on the track, the steering system locks. So in other words, it's just like a train now. The guide wheels will keep it on the track. Well, myself, I drive a GM product, and sometimes when you do get caught in the traffic, and I know how easy it is working on the railroad and being familiar with it, I wish I was equipped with high rail sometimes to get around the traffic, especially in metropolitan towns like Montreal or Toronto. You can bypass a lot of traffic very quickly.
Not a safe idea.
Not a safe idea for somebody who's not familiar with the rules and regulations of the railroad.
So if I see a Chevy someday on the railway, I'll know who it is.
It could be me. Yeah.